Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's been a heck of a long day. I'm sitting on the porch and it's dark. Can't see anything. I just got finished putting out all this trash. Trash day is tomorrow. And since I have a sore shoulder, right shoulder, I pulled out my shopping cart to put the bags of trash in so I could roll it to the trash bin. That was something. While I was putting the trash in the trash bin, Bear and Sire ran across the road to say hello to Lady. Lady is a dog who lives across the road in a little house for herself that friends built for her. I believe she is part pit and bulldog. She's beautiful. She's tiny, but she's beautiful. Anyway, I had a great time visiting Lady Nika at her party. It was fun. It was fun. Oh, poor thing. She lost her wig, her earrings. Somebody lost their wallet. They can have the earrings. But I decided I'm going to keep the wig and the wallet. Since I'm on Social Security, I need all the change I can get. Thank you, Lady Nika. That was fun. That was really fun. I'm a little tired. I've done a lot. Trying to clear out the little house that I'm renting. I didn't have time to clear out things when I moved in here, and plus I was still in school, and I could only concentrate on one thing at a time. With TBI, confusion is always there. It's always there. So I have to basically take one step at a time, and I have to focus, because if I don't focus, I'll jump from one thing to another thing to another thing. And then when I see everything, that's when the stress happens. And with stress comes panic. With panic comes fight or flight. Oh yeah, that was something I wanted to mention. I had gone to JoAnne's, and Bear and I, it's a pet friendly place. And I got the things that I was looking for. So I'm in line, and I was waiting for the cashier to call me. So when she calls me, Bear and I walk up to her counter, and all of a sudden she screams. She is screaming at the top of her lungs. She's like, "Oh no, oh hell no." I'm like, what is going on? First thing in my mind was somebody was coming in to rob or to hurt people. She had her hands up in the air, frailing. I mean, I am not exaggerating. And she was screaming, "Oh no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm allergic to dogs. I'm allergic to dogs." And she ran. Oh my God. Right now, it's funny to me the way she ran. But when it happened, she put me in fight or flight. And I had gone into panic mode. Bear, he leaned against me like, "Hey, come on." I didn't even notice the other cashier calling me to come over to her register. So I finally went over to her register, and my hands was trembling so badly. She was apologizing. She was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Like, what the heck was that? She's allergic to dogs. I'm like, how can you work in a pet-friendly place and be allergic to the pets that are coming in? And 9 times out of 10, it's a dog. All she had to do was put on a mask. I want to see the manager. I wanted to see the manager. I had demanded to see the manager because by this time I have gone from flight to fight. And that PTSD in me was raising up. It was raising up. And I actually wanted to hurt someone at that time. Then the lady, she looked at me, God bless her, and she said, I'm sorry that all this happened to you. Unfortunately, she was the manager, or she is the manager. I said, I actually cursed. And I don't usually curse because, it's not necessary to use those type of words. It's not. It's not. But I did. I said, she's the manager, and she's working in a place that's pet friendly. She sees a dog, a service dog at that, and she screams, she runs, her hands are flailing in the air. I actually thought somebody had came into the store with a gun and was about to shoot us. I was able to make it to the car, and the whole time I'm repeating the Serenity Prayer, and also some of the steps for PTSD. And then suddenly, I got in the car. I remember getting in the car. Bear got in the car, and he was standing up. And I got in the car, and something didn't click. It was like my brain wasn't clicking. And I kept saying to myself, you have to go home now. You have to go home now. You know the way home. Go home. So I pulled out of the parking space, and I was able to leave JoAnne's, and Bear and we made our way home. I was driving slow. I was driving very slow because my brain was, it was like a glitch. And I remember saying, God help me. I need to go home. I can't think. And I don't want to call my children. I don't want to call them to let them know I can't think. And it was by the grace of God that my mind settled. I started humming a song by Kirk Clark, and I made it home. Got in the house, and for the not for the first time, but this was a real thing that happened to me. And Bear was like, okay, I'm right here. Because most of the time when we get home, Bear takes off, he goes to his little potty parts. But he didn't do it this time. He stayed with me. I remember taking off his jacket, taking off his work collar and his work jacket, so he could just be a dog. And he didn't move. He was like, come on, let's go. And I opened the door, made sure that everything was closed and locked. And I put the things down. And I remember washing my hands and face, because that's one thing I've learned when dealing with PTSD and when somebody puts you in that panic mode. Putting water on my face is so refreshing. It's like in my mind I'm standing under a waterfall, and I'm just letting the water drip from my face, down my neck, splashing it on my arms, my hands. And it started to bring everything down. My brain slowly started working. And I opened the door so Bear and little dog, his name is Sire, could go outside and potty. And they did. And I sat on the porch, and where I am now in the rocking chair. And I was just rocking back and forth, praising God for the fact that I called on him and he got me home. So when I called the next day. I called the corporate office and I told them what happened. And they said that, they're going to investigate. I'm like, okay, sure. I was going to give the information to my daughter, Lisa Williams, because she knows how to talk to people. It's hard for me to talk to people because, once again, and I'm not using this as an excuse. This is a matter of fact. It's my life. It's the TBI. I'll I will stutter, which is what is happening now because I want to say so much. But honestly, honestly, it was something. It was something, and Bear was right there. He did his job. He took me out of a panic mode. He was right there. He didn't leave my side. And when I needed him to help me to walk, I gave the signal to walk. And sometimes he walks ahead of me, but this time he walked me to the car, and I was holding on to him, balancing myself. So, but getting back to today, I really wanted to stay in bed today. It was one of those lazy days, but I got up, did stuff, got rid of more trash, went outside and looked around, and my God, it was a beautiful day. A really beautiful day today. So anyway, my trash is waiting for the trash people for tomorrow. Bear is on the steps listening to the crickets. Little dog is waiting for me to give the signal for him to jump in my lap because this little thing, he plasters himself to me. But anyway, it's a beautiful night. The crickets are singing. The tree frogs are singing. And if you have a porch, sit on the porch at night and don't think of anything. Just be happy. Just start giving thanks to our Creator. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. I know it. Even if it rains, it's going to be a beautiful day. And I'm grateful to be alive. I am grateful to be alive. I am 67 now. Cut my hair, as some of you know, and I am locking it. The hair in the back is really getting there. It's the hair up top that my hairdresser has to struggle with. I call it struggling, but she doesn't struggle. She loves doing what she's doing. But anyway, you guys get some sleep and be encouraged. Be encouraged no matter what happens. No matter what happens. If you go into that fight or flight, somebody puts you in that fight or flight or flight or fight. Think of something pleasant to bring your brain down. Anything, a song, a hymn. Hey, a Negro spiritual. That helps too. Honestly, that helps too. Listening to Elton John, that's my favorite. Elton John. Okay. I just wanted to say hi and good night. You guys take care. And remember, when somebody does something to you, take deep breaths. Deep breaths. Don't get angry. Try not to panic. Bring the panic down. Bring the panic down. Because your next action can be something far worse. And I'm glad that I didn't take that action because I believe I would have hurt that manager at JoAnne's. And that's not good. I would have been prosecuted. And I don't look good in orange. I don't. And I don't look good in stripes. Unless they're going vertical to make me look taller. So anyway, good night and God bless. Talk to you later.